Okay, welcome to a first impressions video of the Husqvarna 450 Rancher 2-stroke gasoline-powered chainsaw. So, right out of the gate, my exposure to chainsaws began in the 1980s, cutting firewood, and then progressively a career path change into the beginning of the early 1990s on a commercial timber cutting capacity for Pennsylvania hardwoods. So I've used a number of saws in that duration, in a commercial capacity as well as a home user capacity. A number of brands, a number of sizes, and if you can see in the backdrop, there's a few saws that are visible. I am a fan of Husqvarna products. The saw to the right is a 2001 Husqvarna 359, and the saw to the left is a Johnson Red 2150, also a Husqvarna product, just like the 450. All three saws made in Sweden. I did take the liberty to assemble this saw, took it out of the box, assembled it, gas and oiled it. I did start this saw. Starts extremely well, just like the rest of the Husqvarnas and my exposure to Husqvarna. Also, the fit and finish during the assembly procedure is on point with the older saws that I've owned and used in the past. The quality of the saw is present. The quality that I've come to know and trust matches that of the older saws. I will revisit this video with a actual in the woods video, the performance, real world performance of the saw. Because the saw is brand new and it requires a slight extra step of care that you wouldn't necessarily need to do on a used saw if you purchase a used saw. This being a brand new saw, it requires a break-in period. Husqvarna does include literature that guides you in that process. I won't get into a significant number of details, but 10 hours is a recommended time period that this saw is operated at their specifications for proper break-in. After that period, the saw can be utilized at its full capacity. But looking back at it from an end user standpoint, I believe this saw is a fabulous product. It possesses the balance that I personally, in my opinion, look for in a saw. Less fatigue using the saw for a full work day, having worked in that capacity both as firewood collection and then more commercial capacity. So excited about the saw. Again, it's super simple to start. Yeah, the features are there. Everything's there, present and accounted for as far as safety. And this being what they consider a ranch saw or a homeowner saw, it is on the higher end on the power output. So it is a very powerful saw. In my opinion, also could run in a commercial setting. So if you'll be kind enough to come back after this saw has been exposed to the break-in period, I will have a follow-up with its actual performance evaluation. That being said, please also take a moment to look at the photos that are going to accompany this particular video, and I will have a written report that covers a little bit more of the specific details that you may want to know. But feel free to ask questions, and I want to take a moment just to say thank you for stopping by.
Out there that simply don't trust what the federal government's telling you, and that they do believe there's actual coverage. What if the Secret Service doesn't want to see leaked documents and doesn't want to hear what Lee has to say because they already know the truth? God save the Queen, man.
Yeah, let's say bad.